Fancy animation time means it's Anna Palmer time, the co-author of the Politico Playbook, and it's senior Washington correspondent, and joins us from the Politico newsroom. And Anna, we will discuss Donald Trump's defiance in just a moment, but we have also learned just this morning that Trump's national political director, Jim Murphy, has left the campaign. Yet another defection, albeit one 18 days out. What does it mean?
Well, it certainly doesn't mean anything good for him. My colleague, Alex Eisenstadt, had the scoop on that last night, that he was stepping back, is kind of, quote unquote, no longer active with the campaign. The real question I have is, what does this mean? Are there going to be others, high-profile exits here, as Trump kind of has doubled down on this strategy of scorched earth, not kind of trying to bring in any independents or kind of build his base out at all?
Meanwhile, again, we did hear Donald Trump again refer to his, if nothing else, reserving the right to challenge the outcome of the election, referred to 2000 and Bush v. Gore in doing so. At this stage of the game, though, as it regards political strategy, what do you make of it?
Well, I think there's a lot of talk about what is he actually trying to do. Is he going to seriously try to contest this as a rigged election? You have lots of Senate Republicans coming out saying, no, this is not the case. Senator Ayotte came out yesterday saying, you know, we have fair elections in New Hampshire. There's a lot of concern that him going out on the stump and using this very regularly is going to suppress voting and make Republicans not, think that their vote doesn't count, so they're not going to actually go out there. And the other thing I would say is we have a morning consult Politico poll out this morning that we just came out, and it found that nearly 70% of the people who are registered voters believe that whoever loses in this election in 2016 should accept the results.
The Al Smith dinner last night, meanwhile, we've seen this dinner before provide light-hearted moments. I suppose, though, given the rhetoric and rancor of the campaign to this point, should we have expected anything different last night?
Well, I'm not sure that they were going to have a big kumbaya moment. There were, as you played, a lot of that sound, some jovial moments where Trump was able to kind of poke fun at Melania and her copying of the Michelle Obama speech, and you had Hillary Clinton also doing, making fun of how Donald, would, with the Statue of Liberty, would rate it as a woman. But there was certainly more booze, and Trump, by all accounts, kind of bombed in the overall when he kind of almost just went back to his stump speech, which is, as you said, the rhetoric is not kind of positive or light. But I don't think that this is that big of a surprise, considering what happened earlier this week on the debate floor. And
I want to get you out of here on this one. As we mentioned earlier, Donald Trump out on the stump today, as is Hillary Clinton. She'll be in Ohio. Yesterday, we saw the First Lady, Michelle Obama, in the usually decidedly red state of Arizona. Do you see the Democrats essentially making a decision right now, looking at these polls and thinking, we're going to expand this map?
I mean, they certainly are trying very hard to expand the map. I think, right now, when you look at the swing states and where the polls are right now, we have Hillary Clinton up 6 in both the 2- and the 4-way polls. In Arizona, though, I will just say this is a very big shoot the moon kind of scenario where they are trying to turn this very red state. The last presidential candidate to win it was Bill Clinton in 1996, and before that, it was in 1948. So there's been a big, long kind of standing Republican ties to that state. So if she can do that, that will certainly mean that she's going to have a really big night.
Of course, as we saw even last night, political tradition in this general election cycle does not matter much. Politico's Anna Palmer, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks so much.